Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. So what you are understanding from this heading? So the fundamental unit of life. So what is the unit, basic unit of our life? Okay. So it's nothing but cells. So we are going to discuss about cells. So we know very well our body is made up of cells, right? Okay, so here the cells are the structural and functional unit of our life. Okay, so why we are saying the cells are the structural? So what is mean by structural? So the cells, we know the basic thing is cell. The cell group of cells we are calling as tissues. Group of tissues we are calling as organs. So group of organs, organ system, right? So the organ system is making an entire body. So it's giving the structure. So what is the basic thing for this structure? It's nothing but the cell. So that we are saying the cells are the structural and functional. So why we are saying functional unit? You see, already we discussed cells are giving tissues, tissues are making organs are making organ system. So now we just take as example, for example, human being. We just take so here we have many organ systems. Okay, so just to take eye. So what is the use of the eyes? So definitely it's for vision, right? So each and every organ, it has its own function. So what is the basic thing behind that organ? Definitely cells. Okay, so that we are saying the cells are the structural and functional unit of life. Clear? So now you can understand the meaning of the lesson. So what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss only about cells. Okay, so here who discovered this cell? Okay, so here Robert Hooke. He only first discovered the cell in the year 1665. Okay, so he found that the cells are like boxes. How the honeycombs will look. So like that, the cells are looking like that. So he only discovered the cell. Okay, so Robert Hooke in the year 1665. Clear? So now, what are the types of cells? So based on the number of cells which is present in the organism, so based on the number of cells, we are dividing the organisms into two types. Okay, so that is, first one is unicellular. We know in basic lower classes we learned about unicellular and multicellular, right? So before we are going to discuss that, the cells are very minute in nature. We can't see with our naked eye. Okay, so we need one instrument to see the cells. So what instruments we are using? We are using microscope. Okay, so with the help of micro means small, minute. Okay, so with the help of this microscope, what we are seeing, we can see the cells and how the cells will look. Like that we can see. Okay, so here the types of organisms, there are two types, that is unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. So what is unicellular? So uni means single, one. Uni means one. Okay, so based on the cell, if the cell is made up of only one, the organism is made up of only one cell, that will come under unicellular organism. Okay, so now, for example, amoeba. The best example we can say, that is unicell. Here the single cell. Uni means single. Okay, so here next one is multicellular. Multi means more, many. Okay, if an organism is made up of many cells, that will come under multicellular. We can say human being as good example for multicellular organisms. So now we can have a questions differentiate between unicellular and multicellular organisms. So what differences we can say? So uni means one. So the organisms will made up of one cell, so that will come under unicellular organisms. If the organisms is made up of many cells, that will come under multicellular organisms. And what is another difference? Here in unicellular organisms, only one cell is there, so there will be no cell division. I mean, the division of labor will not be there. Okay, so what is that? So for example, one cell is there, so that cell will do all the functions. For example, in amoeba, there is no special digestive system, excretory system like that. It's not like that. Only one cell will perform all the functions. But you just imagine our body, we have a digestive system, excretory system, reproductive system, right, circulatory system. So to perform one functions, one system is there. Right, so because many multi cells, we are multicellular organisms, so many cells are there. So that cell will divide its functions. According to that, it will perform. Is it clear? So now you know the differences between unicellular and multicellular organisms. Yes. So now how the cells, we are saying now how the cells are performing its functions. It has special compounds inside. While we observe the cells inside with the help of microscope, some special structures are there inside the cell. Already we discussed that the cells are microscopic in nature, so that we are observing under microscope. Now while we are observing under microscope, we can see what are the content inside. Okay, so some special compounds are there. So what are those things? That is nothing but organelles. So in this lessons, we are going to discuss about the entire organelles. So what are all the organelles which is present inside the cell? Is it clear? Okay. So how the cells are performing its functions? It has a special organelles inside it. So with the help of the organelles, the cells are doing its functions. Okay. Right. So here, what are the special organelles which is present inside the cell? So the first one is, we know very well, plasma membrane, and then nucleus, cytoplasm. So three features are there. Okay, so plasma membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm. So these are the three special organelles which is present inside the cell. Okay, so in this these are the special three features which is present inside the cells, and we will see the entire details about those organelles in the next video. Okay, I hope so. Till now the concept, everything is clear for you. So what are cells? Who discovered cell? Okay, how the cells will look, and then what are the types of organisms based on the number of cells? Okay, and what are the differences between unicellular and multicellular organisms? How the cells will perform its functions because of the special features which is present inside. What are those organelles? That is nothing but nucleus, cytoplasm, and then plasma membrane. So these are the main three organelles which is present inside the cell. Okay, so those things we discussed in this video. In next video, I'll continue this lesson. Yeah, thank you.